Warzone fires rage. So does ambition. The aim to master the masters of mayhem. Topple, dodge,
3,
and drive.
2,
the aim to hammer.
Activate.
Let the wars begin!
The wheels of fortune will spin and the Warzone lottery balls tumble.
This is serious.
Yes. Come on.
Come on, I want more pressure!
And from Heat M, only one lucky winner survives.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Master of Mayhem, Craig Charles.
Welcome to Robot Wars, the 7th Wars. And tonight sees the return of a Robot Wars legend. Oh yes, champion of the 2nd Wars. Who's here to see Panic Attack? Now this team are one of the best, if not the best, drivers in the country, having pulled off some of the most incredible manoeuvres ever seen in the war zone. Panic Attack, that's what I'd be having if I were in the pits. So, let the wars begin!
In our first fight, the number 8 seeds Panic Attack experienced Mega Morg, the return of Hedgehog and Spin Doctor, Axes, Spinners and Flippers. Then Robochicken flies the coop, Disco-O-Inferno cuts a rug, tough as nails, provides some Dutch clog, let's hope B.O.D isn't left on its top.
From Ruth in Cardiff and number 8 seed, Panic Attack.
Champions of the 2nd Wars has never lost a first round battle.
Right, we do have a star in the vicinity. This is, of course, Panic Attack, winner of the 2nd Wars. Lads, what have you got to give us? This is the 7th now.
This is the 7th. It's going to be a biggie. We're still electrically powered. We've got the lifting rams at the front here. We haven't got a Shremek this time.
Panic Attack in the 7th Wars without a self-righting mechanism. Is that going to be a big nightmare for you, lads?
No, I'm sure we'll do very well.
In its 6th Wars, 6-wheeled, alloy and polycarbonate construction, lifting ram spikes, battle-hardened, but a new driver. Interesting.
From Pencluid in Swansea, Megaball.
In its 3rd Wars, once a Heat finalist.
What does it do?
What does it do? It flips, it has a disc, and hopefully it moves.
And it rolls over as well. If it gets flipped, it rolls over and it looks yellow, dangerous, looks like a bee.
A CO2 power flipper, 24-volt, 10-kilo disc, modified skid steer, 4-wheel drive, titanium body and weapon, custom-made actuators, and looks mega to me.
From Macclesfield in Cheshire, Hedgehog.
Hibernated in the 6th Wars and was beaten in round 1.
Got 2 more eager Roboteers. They're eager because they need to get out there and fight. Is that right?
That's right, yeah. We're going to get out there, show them what we're made of.
What are you made of exactly?
Titanium. We've got titanium on the side, aluminium sides, titanium axe. So we're all ready for it.
How many strikes of the axe do you get?
We've got up to about 20, 25 strikes. The first are more powerful. It slows down eventually as it runs out of gas. But the first few are the best ones, so we've got to make the first ones count.
A hexagonal steel chassis with a wedge at the front, very strong construction with the powerful axe striking at 106 miles an hour initially, but the Hedgehog could freeze up.
From Bradnich in Devon, Spin Doctor.
Lost in the first round of the 6th Wars. Is it improved, I wonder?
Have you modified it for this?
Yeah, we've modified it a lot because last year, I'm afraid we broke down pretty early. And also, our teeth were much smaller. This year, they're much sharper, meaner, stronger, better in every way.
The 7th Wars has been a brutal wars, Tim. Are you worried about stepping into that arena?
Terrified.
A 50-kilo rotating body at 400 RPM with 4 blades welded on it, strong armour, but problems with the electronics in the past, as we've heard, and it's vulnerable underneath.
Roboteers, stand by.
to the team then, all in daffodil yellow. Mega Morg, captained by Doran Cordy on the left. Panic Attack, captained by Kevin Pritchard on the right. Spin Doctor on the left, captained by Alistair Harlow. Edgehog, captained by Stephen Edgerton on the right. In the arena for the house robots, Mr. Psycho. And there to Cassius Crow.
3, 2, 1.
Panic Attack, slow and edgy across the arena floor. But purposeful as it knocks into Spin Doctor. 100 kilos in weight. Brightly coloured Spin Doctor, so too is Mega Morg. Surviving the axe attack of Edgehog there. Panic Attack with the side skirts, you will see, to prevent being flipped. Spin Doctor very, very nearly, it has, it's just nudged the pit release button because it was thrust on its side and over and out, I think, to be honest. Mega Morg just backing onto Edgehog. Is that wise? Down comes the pneumatic axe. We heard from the Edgehog team that axe weakens as a battle goes on. They need to get their strikes in early, and striking against Panic Attack's alloy and polycarb construction. Don't think we're going to see much more out of Spin Doctor, I'm afraid. They were knocked away and out of action. Edgehog there, furious onto the attack, hopping and skipping. And again, flipped though by Mega Morg. Down it comes. Inadvertently helped out by Mega Morg in the end as the ref bot counts down on Spin Doctor's participation in the 7th Wars. We wondered whether it was improved, and to be honest, no. They've got to go back to the drawing board, I think. Edgehog piggybacking on Panic Attack. Panic Attack nudges Edgehog towards the side walls. Edgehog trying to self-right, coming down using the axe, bouncing away, reversing to have a run up. Pit, 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 cry the crowd. Down comes Psycho's hammer on the underneath of Spin Doctor. We mentioned to you beforehand, vulnerable on the underbelly. It's a shame for them there. You can see the back of the Panic Attack team. Former champions, former series semi-finalists on 2 or 3 occasions. And has never gone out at this stage. Panic Attack comes in. And the Welsh here are ganging up on Edgehog. Mega Morg from Swansea, Panic Attack from Cardiff. They're scrumming down together. And Edgehog out as a result. Celebrations in the Welsh camps. Too sure if you're supposed to hit the plexiglass, but anyway, there they go, teaming up, and Edgehog goes down into the pit. And Mr. Psycho comes in with Spin. Dropped Spin Doctor there. Just wonder whether Mark Cooper's going to have a sore fist after hitting that plexiglass. No, Spin Doctor is too late now. Far too late. But just squeezing away from the house robots there. A nimble piece of footwork, so to speak. But they know they've got to do a little bit better next time. The Spin Doctor team. Alistair Harlow and Dad Tim. Disappointed. And gruesomely awaiting their fate. On the floor flipper, gently positioned by Cassius Crow. A one-eyed monster and jealous of anything that enters his arena, like Spin Doctor. Well done to Mega Morg and Panic Attack.
What a fantastic battle. Spin Doctor can't talk its way out of that. The winners are the yellow robots. That's Panic Attack and Mega Morg. Join us after the break. If you think those robots were wicked, wait till you see the ones coming up.
Now, for Robot Wars, you have to have spinners that work, eyes in the back of your head, the ability, of course, to dodge and run, and then carry off the big prize. Another first round fight after the break. Our first fight of the night saw a Spin Doctor defeated, some political manoeuvring from then on, and then a Welsh coalition as Panic Attack and Mega Morg won election to round 2.
Welcome back to Robot Wars, where another 4 robots are about to grace or disgrace the war zone, and only 2 can survive.
From Haren in the Netherlands, tough as nails.
A champion of a major robot event in the Netherlands and must be respected.
What's he called and what does he do?
It's called Tough as Nails, and it's a horizontal crusher. It's Jeroen's machine. He made it, and I helped with the electronics, and Mario helped with the pneumatics and that sort of stuff.
Are you looking forward to taking the house robots on?
Oh yeah, it's going to be fun.
Unique design, fast, controllable, one of the biggest horizontal CO2 crushers going. Strong armour, but there's a limited CO2 supply and sometimes electrical problems too.
From Blackburn in Lancashire, B.O.D.
Newcomers thrown into a very experienced heat here.
What does B.O.D do?
It just has a flying blade on the top and cuts everything to pieces, basically.
Wow. Is it a fast flying blade?
It's a very fast flying blade.
And how fast does B.O.D move around the arena floor?
15-20 miles an hour.
It's pretty fast.
It's pretty fast, yeah.
What do you not like?
Flippers.
Flippers. And how would you deal with a flipper in the arena?
Would run away from it, basically.
Based on a helicopter design with independent steering, high torque, destructive weaponry, but a 4-centimetre ground clearance and a Lexan plastic shell, B.O.D should read B.A.D.
From Cambridge, Disco-O-Inferno.
A heat finalist in the 6th Wars and back to dance again.
Is he going to burn, baby, burn?
Hopefully.
He is?
Yeah.
Good. What's his weapon?
It's the big spinning disc at the front.
What's your tactics in then?
Probably avoid them for a bit, let it spin up, and then when it's full speed, drive into someone as hard as I can.
The disc is run on 4.5 horsepower. Polycarbonate armour runs either way up at 20 miles an hour top whack, but the ground clearance 5 centimetres, and our punk rotters hate disco anyway.
From Tiverton in Devon, Robochicken.
This feather-brained fiend needs more pluck than in 3 previous wars.
Now, this looks like a giant chicken.
A very giant chicken with a mega bad attitude.
What does it do?
Well, it's got the nasty foul flipping device on the back, and that's hopefully going to chuck things up the size of skyscraper. And on the front end, we've got the rooster rotavator, which is going to cut things to ribbons.
A weird, wacky chicken look-alike with a nasty attitude, a high-power flipper, spinning disc, good engineering, good weaponry, good fun.
Roboteers, stand by.
Let's have a look at the teams then. Tough as Nails on the left and Disco-O-Inferno on the right. B.O.D there on the left-hand side and Robochicken's boys on the right. And in the arena for the house robots, we have Shunt. Not forgetting Matilda.
3, 2, 1, activate.
I like the sound of Tough as Nails. Don't like the look of B.O.D's blade, do you? It seems rather spindly. They want to activate the pit, the Dutch team, then grab and dump. Robochicken running away behind the ref bot. And we can see the first grab. Tough as Nails has Disco-O-Inferno towards the pit. Just surviving, no, they've gone. Very, very good tactics by Tough as Nails. And the disco didn't last long, did it? Robochicken, boggle-eyed and glaring and looking. Jason Snow, Featherweight and Alec Dick's team, and clashing with Tough as Nails. They have to stay out of the claws of the Dutch team. Robochicken on the attack, bashing into B.O.D, which to me, is just moving now. Tough as Nails has Robochicken. Can they push and drive? Robochicken 99 kilos, slightly the heavier of the machine. Can they get some traction on the arena floor and hold on in there, Robochicken? B.O.D is being counted down and out. Will Robochicken survive? The count for B.O.D, I think, is going to be they're eliminated, and Robochicken just survives because any moment now, Tough as Nails is going to dump them in that pit, and they look worthy competitors. The Dutch team from Haren. Still Robochicken digs in, just survives. Eventually pitted, but will make the second round of this heat. because Disco-Inferno and B.O.D fell before. Tough as nails is our sweeper out there and wants to make a clean sweep of it all by getting rid of B.O.D. Drop, 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 drop. They want it placed in the drop zone. Aha! Not in the pit. So, B.O.D's armament will have to withstand the bowling balls. Tough as nails. I'm happy that it wasn't finished off. And wants to just dump it down that pit. I don't think there's room for it, is there? No! That'll do. 6. You're through.
What a dust-up that was. Tough as nails, doing exactly what it says on its tin. And Robochicken was mobile the longest, so those two go through!
Confirmation then that Robochicken and Tough as Nails make it through the second round of Heat M. This is how they'll line up in that second round. The Chicken will meet Mega Morg, Tough as Nails, Panic Attack. Craig, time for the Featherweights.
Let's take time out from the 7th Wars for tonight's special event. Throughout the series, we're also going to be hosting the Featherweight Championship. So, hey, let's bring them on!
Roboteers, stand by.
The last of the Featherweight eliminators to go through to the final. Micromute from Stoke in Staffordshire with a static spike and scoop. Rampage 2 from Ely in Cambridgeshire with electric-powered flipper. Gianto from Aylesbury in Buckinghamshire with a sideways flipper. There, the teams together. Rampage on the left, Micromute in the middle, Gianto on the right-hand side. Craig Danby there. And Whipper from Newcastle in Staffordshire with a pneumatic flipper. Terry Martin captaining on the right, but not at the controls, significantly. In the arena for the house robots, Matilda. And also Sir Killalot. Goodness me, he'll make mincemeat of these.
2, 1, activate.
2 to go through then. They look incy-wincy out there, don't they? Whipper against Rampage 2. Speed a lot slower than you would imagine from the big boys. Micromute can get up to 30 miles an hour. We haven't seen it yet. The only action so far, Whipper and Rampage 2. There's Micromute. Looks a clever little robot spinning away there from Sir Killalot's clutches. Rampage 2 with the rib-like structure. That's Gianto with the spinning blade you can see there. Craig Danby at the controls, and electronics engineer. Micromute needs to get away from Sir Killalot. Gianto's blade, I don't think it's going to cause any damage whatsoever to Rampage 2. The shell there, polypro and aluminium. A windscreen wiper motor provides the power. Micromute underneath Matilda's tail. You really don't want to be... Oh, you don't want to be there. That's for certain. Rampage 2 backing on to Whipper. Is Whipper still mobile? It's being edged away. Rampage 2 with the scoop-like structure. Oh dear, look at the damage caused by Matilda's tail on Micromute. Whipper in major peril. I think he's finished. Rampage 2, we've seen a lot of that. And Micromute counted out. Sustained terrible damage from Matilda. Up to then, I thought it looked nippy and manoeuvrable and quite dangerous. Look how tiny Gianto is. 2 of these featherweights will make the final later on in the series. Micromute gone. No longer in contention. Matilda back in the CPZ. Oh, the Micromute team. And Adam Emmett rather disappointed and shaking his head. And of course now it's a beaten machine. Can be destroyed further by the house robots. I'm surprised Whipper hasn't been counted out. Oh, Micromute in the clutches of Sir Killalot. You can barely see it in there because of the enormity of Sir Killalot. And away. What's he doing here? House Robots teaming up to toy with Micromute and dangles it, awfully, on Matilda's tail. Well, it is a beaten machine, it is in the arena, and once it is beaten, the House Robots can cause damage, and Adam looks most upset. Terrible damage sustained by Micromute, out. The crowd love it, the team doesn't. A lot of painstaking work goes into these machines. Once you enter the arena, you know what will happen if you are a beaten machine. Pit, 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 cry the crowd, put it out of its misery, go on, get it down there. And another tattered remnant, a footnote in Robot Wars history. So, Rampage 2, Whipper, Gianto still in there. But not for much longer. Gianto's helicopter blade slowly spinning into submission. Gianto out! And the two machines that make the Featherweight final, Whipper and Rampage 2.
Chaos in the war zone. There's little bits of Featherweight all over the place. But there's winners, and they are the Whippersnapper Whipper and Rampage 2! Said you're through to the Featherweight final. You said what a fluke.
Yeah, it was a fluke because our compressor, for some reason or other, wasn't running. Yeah. So we only had a couple of flips, and then that was it. Then it was just pushing, and then we lost the link halfway through. So we were very lucky to get through.
Let's hear it for Whipper. Rampage 2.
Yeah.
Did well on the Rampage, didn't it?
It did, yeah. We were doing well till one of our wheels seized up, and we were trying to get Whipper. That's why we kept going round in circles.
Yeah. I mean, it gives you some idea how big the House Robots are when you see them against the Featherweights, doesn't it?
They look enormous to the Featherweights.
I mean, the Mute Boys stormed out because Matilda ripped their little Mute thing.
Yeah.
Well, it ripped it to pieces, didn't it?
Mm-hmm.
All right, guys, good luck. Let's hear it for Rampage 2!
How long did that take you to do?
Well, over 3 years.
3 years,
Yeah,
and they've ripped it apart in
That's right,
5 minutes. They're not very nice, the House Robots, are they?
No, but that's not a quick fix either. I think
that is not a quick
it's
fix.
free-speed material, that is.
One angry robot here, one very upset robot.
My teammates are they're just not here at the moment.
Livid.
Yeah.
Well, it'll be back to the big boys, the mighty heavyweights, when we return after the break here on Robot Wars.
So coming up, our 2 second-round fights, the dangerous-looking Tough as Nails against the seeded Panic Attack will need to shove to survive. And then Robochicken and Mega Morg will be left dead meat on the slab after that one. Welcome back to Heat Hammer, the 7th Wars, through to tonight's round 2, Panic Attack and Mega Morg. And from Tussle 2, Tough as Nails, a worthy winner, with Robochicken coming home to roost as well.
Welcome back to Robot Wars. Well, I've just about got me breath back from round 1. Unbelievable battles, and it's going to get better as the 4 robots left now go one-on-one.
Craig, this is how they line up. In a minute, Mega Morg against Robochicken, but first up, Tough as Nails against the Seeds Panic Attack, and we're with them in the pits.
You are the 8th seed this year, and of course you are former champions, but we've seen a lot of seeds being damaged and going out in the early stages.
We hope not to follow them. We'll see what happens in the next round now. We'll try and use the pit as much as we can, I think.
You are, lads, up against Tough as Nails. Do you reckon you could take them?
If we get lucky, yeah, as usual.
They're a pretty aggressive machine.
Yeah, I've heard that. We haven't seen them in action, but I've heard they're pretty mean. Pretty awkward as well to get hold of. A few holes around the back. We might be able to sneak the forks in. We'll see.
Look at the size of his ram. How big is that?
It's a 4-ton CO2 powered ram.
That's the business, really, isn't it?
That's the ram that gives us the crushing power.
That's the business end of Robot Wars. Are you getting nervous? This is a big match.
Well, we want a bigger pit.
You want to put? There's only one machine to put down the pit, though.
Oh, well, that fit.
Yeah.
No problem.
There's only Panic Attack this time.
Only Panic Attack, and it's going down.
Number 8 seed, Panic Attack.
I think they're up against it here. Kevin Pritchard, Jamie McGarry and Paul Wyatt.
Tough as nails.
Looks good, the machine of Jeroen van der Loo, Stefan Johannes Rijmakers and Niels Schotten.
Roboteers, stand by.
Looking good too in the arena, Sergeant Bash on parade. And Mr. Psycho.
3, 2, 1.
And Tough as Nails repeat the pit release technique. Well, pushing Panic Attack that way, and has done again, but already has Panic Attack in its clutches. In the previous fight, it pressed the pit release button, then went on the attack. Panic Attack trying to get in and flick Tough as Nails underneath those front arms. The pincers of Tough as Nails, the ground clearance 3 centimetres, so vulnerable to a flipper. Trying to grapple and grasp Panic Attack. Oh, and just went into the CPZ, the edge of the CPZ. That meant, of course, Psycho's hammer could come down. The corner areas, corner patrol zones. If you're new to Robot Wars, patrolled by the house robots, you go into one of those corners and you can be attacked by a house robot. And momentarily, Tough as Nails lost their way. Don't think it's damaged any of their controls though, do you? And pursuing Panic Attack. Panic Attack very much on the defensive here. Very experienced machine, as we've mentioned before. Owned by Kim Davis. Part now, actually, of the technical team on Robot Wars, which means, of course, he can't fight competitively anymore, but this is nonetheless his machine. Captained now by Kevin Pritchard. Tough as Nails, in their first UK Robot Wars, doing very, very well. Purposefully, again, grinding down Panic Attack. Left themselves broadside on to a little Panic Attack shove. But Panic Attack lacking any power to flip. Oh, and that's why, look, you can see the lifting prongs have been bent, crumpled by Tough as Nails. There's no offensive nature about Panic Attack now. What can they do? Just grin, bear it, and try and hold on out there and go to a judge's decision. But to me, the number 8 seeds are facing defeat full on here. Slammed into Sergeant Bash. Now that's not going to help matters. They can't get any purchase on Tough as Nails, can they? Or are the forks okay? Have they been pushed back into position? What do you think? Tough as Nails has them anyway in its grip. So I think it's going to be academic. Can't get any traction on the arena floor though, because Panic Attack is digging in. Reversing against Tough as Nails. So the Duck team can't get the old push. And the final heave-ho down into that yawning pit. The Tough as Nails team tries to drag Panic Attack away into the CPZ. Sergeant Bash awaiting. Steam vented from the arena floor. Sergeant Bash has a grapple. Tough as Nails watching. Any developments? They're in the CPZ, which means that Psycho can join in. Down comes the hammer. Panic Attack just dodged. I don't know how they managed to do that. And dodged again. That's good driving. Straight into the clutches of Tough as Nails. Well, a lesser robot would have submitted to defeat by now, and that's all credit to Panic Attack. But should this go to a judge's decision, as now seems inevitable, only one way, isn't it? Unless Panic Attack has got something miraculous in the final 4 seconds. Oh! For a minute there, I thought they might have pushed Tough as Nails down into the pit, but it goes to a judge's, and surely there can only be one decision here in the way of Tough as Nails.
Well, good fight. far too close to call. I'm going to ask the audience, if you think Panic Attack won, make some noise! If you think Tough as Nails won, make some noise! Well, the audience have spoken. I think they went for Tough as Nails. We'll have to see if our judges agree. While they're making up their minds, let's look at the highlights.
I'm with the crowd, Craig. I go for Tough as Nails, driving on, causing damage to Panic Attack. The judges mark on start control, damage and aggression. For me, Tough as Nails was the more aggressive despite that push by Panic Attack. Panic Attack, good style to move Tough as Nails away from the pit. And again, good driving there, dodging the house robots.
Well, judges have made the decision. You know the criteria, lads. They've gone for Tough as Nails!
Right. Not really with the results. But the decision anyway.
What's gone wrong with Panic Attack?
We were told that they didn't have a very good grab.
Yeah, but they did, didn't they?
It took as soon as they took those forks off, I tell you, it was goodbye Charlie.
And it was a bit of a pushing match, really, wasn't it?
Yeah, we knew they'd go for the pit release, and we were going to try and get in there before them. But
you kept getting away from them. At one stage, it looked like you'd reverse the roles, and you were coming back stronger towards the end of the fight. I thought.
During the bout, I tried to save some of the batteries, so when they were pushing us, I wasn't pushing totally against them.
Yeah.
So later on, we did push them towards the pit, but just wouldn't go in that arc.
It's good to have you back. Come again. Let's hear it for Panic Attack. Bit of an upset. You've taken out the 8 seeds.
Yeah. Feels good.
Yeah, and you have got a tough robot. You've sheared his bolts, he reckons.
Yeah, I saw. Yeah, well, I'm quite surprised about that.
Yeah.
We also seem to run out of CO2 power, but and the battery went flat. But it seems to have just enough power to make it to the end of the game.
That's it, because you were sort of running out of power towards the end. They were coming back into it, weren't they?
They were, yeah.
Good luck in the final, guys. Let's hear it for Tough as Nails.
So the seeds have gone. Tough as Nails make it through to the Heat M final. They'll meet either Mega Morg or Robochicken. Jane's in the pits.
Heat 2 is for a place in the Heat final. We've got Mega Morg versus Robochicken right here. How are you feeling, Mega Morg boys?
It's a bit of a farmyard battle, isn't it? Sheep against the chickens. We got a secret weapon though.
What's your secret weapon?
We got the flower there as well. It's a self-raising flower, and it's going to be our new streamer. So we're hopeful that that's going to work as well. But we're going to take them up. We're going to get in the corners. We're going to get on a weapon. We're going to be around the back, up the top, everywhere, looking for the eggs.
Fighting talk.
Yeah, we're all right. We're feeling quite cocky actually about this one.
Deep, and I believe you lads are great friends. You were all out drinking last night.
We shared a couple.
Juices.
Shared a couple.
Yeah, well, I'm driving again, and I don't feel that good this morning, as they won't know over that side, so it should be fun anyway.
So we've got 5 hangovers here. Is that what we're saying?
No. Just the one hangover, and we're sharing it.
Well, you better get a little bit more aggressive because you're just about to fight each other, and this is serious.
Yes,
this
come
is
on.
for a part in the Heat final.
Come on.
Come on, more aggression. More aggression, more testosterone. This is not good enough yet. More.
Robochicken.
The excellent machine of the hungover team, Jason Snow, Featherweight and Alec Dick.
Mega Morg.
There, hardly bleating, the wise cracking Dorian Cordy on the left, Mark Hooper on the right-hand side.
Roboteers, stand by.
There's Sergeant Bash in the arena for the House Robots. Mr. Psycho 2.
3, 2, 1. Activate.
Mega Morg onto the attack. Robochicken steered away by Featherweight into the House Robot. Trying to get the high-powered flipper working early. I mean, this is a good even fight. Now, what's happened to Mega Morg? They've hurtled straight into the arena wall, got themselves stuck in there, finally away, and crash again into the arena wall. To be honest, if there were breathalyzers here, I'm not too sure. Mega Morg and Robochicken. Crash and bash. They've entered the spirit, though, of Robot Wars, as it should be played, and battle. Good teams. Robochicken gets the full thrust of the flip. Mega Morg is over. Can they self-right? This is going to be a problem for them. Robochicken, I think, has won it here. On the attack, lifting, and over went Mega Morg. And I don't think the Welsh Dragon is going to be flying anymore. Something's come off Robochicken there. I think it's the one of the little bits behind the eyes, but nothing mechanical. The greater worry is for Mega Morg. Barrel shaped. Needs to roly-poly over. Robochicken trying to turn and get the spinning disc into play, of course. Dorian Cordy there trying to get some life out of Mega Morg. Pit release. Alarm signal. Refbot counting. Robochicken a shove. Mr. Psycho awaits. Hammer in position. Eyes blinking. Bash. Mega Morg counted out. Bash. Any damage? A peer, a glance, a shimmer, a shine, a clutch. They've been good fun, and they're on the drop zone. They're about to get a bit of a wash and rinse. Counting down with it. Good stuff. And that particular washing cycle has left Mega Morg rocking, beaten, and their hopeful run to glory has ended right here and now. Down goes the washing machine. That gives you some sense of the size of the pit, though, and also of Mega Morg. Well done, Robochicken.
Robochicken, they're through to the heat final! After all these years, you come back time and time again. You'd think you'd build a robot with a self-righter.
Yeah, we bought the self-righter, which is a self-raising flower.
Self-raising flower, very good, sir.
But it didn't work.
It didn't work, no. And the robot's not working that well either, is it?
No, I think we're going to have to retire this one. I think it's going to go in on Mark's mantelpiece, and it'll be something to look back on in years to come.
Yeah.
You know, and when we come back again with a bigger, stronger, yellower and blacker flipper and chicken or snake or something or other, some sort of animal it'll be, then we'll give it a fair crack then.
Tell you one thing, we like you coming. The atmosphere in the pitch is always great when you lads are around. And please build a better robot, win something.
Do Meccano do one?
They probably do. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for Mega Morg. Robochicken. Your flipper's working well.
Yeah, it's not too bad. We just need it to come down a bit faster, but yeah, it's getting better.
So, heat final. Think you can...
Never been there before. This will be interesting.
Looking forward to it. The atmosphere's great. Raise the roof for Robochicken. Join me after the break for the heat final. It promises to be finger-licking good.
After the break, the heat final, Robochicken and tough as nails. A flipper against a self-righting machine. Has the chicken got the wings to escape the old Dutch clutch? Welcome back, it's heat final time through tough as nails. Polishing off the number 8 seeds, Panic Attack, gradually, steadily. And Robochicken. They beat Mega Morg with a flip. It's all over.
Welcome back to Robot Wars and to the final assault. In the pits, just 2 robots remain. Out here, the war zone awaits.
Tough as nails. Looks very good to me, Craig. Robochicken perhaps has survived to get this far. James with them in the pit.
Final, Robochicken, how are we feeling?
Oh, we're feeling quite plucky at the moment.
Feeling quite plucky, not chicken at all.
Definitely not chicken. We've never come this far before, but we're enjoying it and we're going to give it our best.
What are your tactics against Tough as Nails?
We'll probably go in and throw our eyeballs at him. That's usually a good tactic. We're going to try and get him over the edge. Best way.
You three are fresh from taking the number 8 seed out, Panic Attack. How was that out there?
It feels good, but it was a very tough battle. Yeah.
Tell me about Robochicken. Do you want to destroy him?
Well, I had chicken for dinner, so I'm a bit peckish. I want more.
So will they be immortalised or will they be immobilised? Get ready. It's time for the big one. It's the heat final!
Tough as nails.
Looks impregnable, this machine of Jeroen van der Loo, Stefan Johannes Rijmakers, Neil Schotten from Holland.
Robochicken.
Has to get that flipper to work. Broadside on quickly. Jason Snow, Featherweight, Alec Dick in the team.
Roboteers, stand by.
In the arena for the house robots, Sir Killalot, mean and moody, shunt, steady.
3, 2, 1.
The Robochicken, the all out of luck. Oh no! They're going in with that early onslaught. With the flipper, over goes Tough as Nails, but self-right, of course. Very strong armour to protect the electrics within. Big horizontal CO2 crushers as well. Once more Robochicken flips. Will they though have left all their eggs in one basket by getting in too many flips early on to expend the energy, I wonder? Robochicken flies away on something of a wing and a prayer, some might say here. Tough as Nails, henpecked thus far. Robochicken with Mascot fighting bravely on. Again, look, tries to get that flipper underneath the side. The robot clearance, 3 centimetres there to the arena floor, and that is vulnerable. That is the Achilles heel of Tough as Nails. And Robochicken, I think, is on top of this stage. Tough as Nails seems to have lost control and power in one of the wheels, has it? Robochicken here could be on the verge of a very famous victory. No, Tough as Nails is fully mobile again, skittering across the arena floor. Robochicken on the prowl. This is a very, very good final. Robochicken, if it has a wishbone in that body, it would be to flip Tough as Nails out of the arena, I'm sure, and trying. How much energy is it expending here? Tough as Nails, up against it. I thought it would all be over by now. This is brilliant stuff by Robochicken. They've been the best machine in this heat final for me. But they know they have to escape the clutches of the Dutch machine. They just did, and I think they were trying to draw Tough as Nails onto the pit. Oh no! Just away, just away. Well, he may be hung over, Featherweight, but his driving skill there was sufficient to get him away from Tough as Nails. But are they pinned here? The angle grinder causing sparks. What damage to Robochicken? Robochicken away once again. There is, I think, no damage caused to Robochicken either by the angle grinder or the pincers of Tough as Nails. To me, I'll have to see a close-up again. There seems to be a hole in Robochicken. Shunt tried its luck. And the grimace on the face of the finalists, the heat finalists. This for a place in the series semi-finals. Robochicken, you could see the damage there. And I think they expended too much energy early on without managing to finish off Tough as Nails. Suddenly, the heat finalists turned, hasn't it? See the damage. It'll go to the judges, which I think is splendid. Oh, please go to the judges. Just survive Robochicken. They deserve that. Tough as Nails finishing, perhaps in the ascendancy, but oh, what a good final. And that's going to be very close because of all the work Robochicken did early on. Robochicken flipping Tough as Nails. Well in command here. No damage sustained by Tough as Nails, though. That's crucial. Then they got on top. This could be the moment coming up here which decides the final. The pincer through Robochicken to cause major damage.
Well, judges have made the decision. You know the criteria. Very close. Took them ages to make up their minds. But they've gone for Tough as Nails! Quite controversial out there. Crowd don't like it. They could start their own rebellion here.
The crowd have been fantastic. You know, it's great to have them behind Robochicken.
Yeah, they've been on your side.
Yeah, we've had a great time. Thoroughly enjoyed it.
Where do you think you lost it there? Because it was close.
It was very close. We noticed as we powered up, we had a bit of a gas leak.
Yeah.
So we thought we'd better get out there quickly, fire them over as much time as possible, try and get them out of the arena. Didn't quite happen. We tried, yeah, we tried.
Well, good luck for next time. Great competitors, great fun. Let's hear it for Robochicken. Well, you saw the crowd reaction. You're quite lucky to be through, I reckon.
Yeah, we are very lucky. We lost the antenna at the beginning of the match, and they turned us over, so I had to drive upside down. What makes it very difficult to drive.
So when you're upside down, do you have to reverse all your controls,
yes,
basically?
Yes.
So that must be really confusing.
It is. So I have to practice on that. Yeah.
But you couldn't get hold of them until towards the end of the fight.
Because of the antenna is gone, it's a bit slow in responding to my transmitter. So I think that's been the problem.
We've enjoyed having you company. We hope you can go all the way. Ladies and gentlemen, please raise the roof for Tough as Nails. Well, Tough as Nails finally got the chicken in its jaws and gave them a one-way ticket out of Robot Wars. Bye-bye.
After tonight's controversy, let's look ahead to the next heat. The return of the number 6 seed Spawn again, Psycho Horror 2, we've Spinning Blades and Crashing Dreams.
Tonight from 9 here on Challenge sees the return of Bradley the Brawler with the Beast in tow. It's The Chase.